thing to ever happen to movies, and fucking thriving in his element. Not knowing at all for a second that everyone both believes that he is the worst fucking thing to ever happen to movies and the best at the same time. Perfect yin and yang creature.
He must know. People must have told him, but he'll never be able to comprehend it at all. Ever. He won't know. He won't have a gauge for what he does that's good or bad, no matter how people explain it to him. He'll just be like, I've done the same thing my whole life. I don't get it. Mm-hmm. This is just me.
There are still people in chat that are like, who is Neil Breen? Who are these people talking about? And look, all I'm going to say is, you've got a lot of time in your life to watch and enjoy things. And
but never enough time.
Here's the thing, okay? Some Neil Breen movies are total beans. They are. You will hate them. You will not find any joy in them. However, what I do advise, and I believe it's on Amazon to stream on Prime Video, and I don't do this very often, but you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't immediately grab someone without context that has no idea who Neil Breen is and sit them down and make them watch Fateful Findings with you.
Please.
On Amazon. Okay.
If you've ever thought that you loved someone and they haven't seen a Neil Breen movie, please, without context,
you have to make them watch it.
Yeah.
This is a call to arms. You have to make them watch Fateful Findings, start to finish till the credits to roll. All right.
Think of it this way, okay? If Morbius made 85,000 by reopening in cinemas, I think that Neil Breen can have a $100 million resurgence in net gain.
Yeah. Look,
because it's just quality. It's just quality over quantity, you know?
I wish, because here's the thing. I know for a fact we could never get away with it. Neil Breen would rip us to shreds if we tried to watch the movie on stream. But I wish we could do a fucking actual, because I don't want to do a watch party with Amazon Prime. That shit sucks eggs. Yeah. I'd want to do an actual fully illegal stream of Neil Breen's Fateful Findings. But I know Neil Breen doesn't have a legal system, any kind of attorney to come at me, but I also don't want to even deal with a single email from him.
We've seen Twisted Pair. We know his legal system. It's him brandishing a knife.
I know, and that's what scares me more than any amount of lawyers, is just Neil being mad himself.
Yeah, honestly, the fact that I've upset him, he'd just come up, he'd say, I'm not going to do anything. I just want you to know I'm disappointed. That would shatter my world.
Well, it would ruin my night, because I'd be like, the next movie is going to include at least one person with my hair color getting stabbed and killed, and that will be about me. And I know Neil Breen would do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be inserted into his movie as someone that he kills immediately after calling me immoral. And then,
I absolutely
blows me up.
would love that. I would love Neil Breen, if you want to put me in as just to destroy me, rip me cell from cell, the little ribosomes in my DNA, go for it.
To be an honor to be part of the hashtag last movie.
I would love to. That was my role in the last movie. Oh my gosh. That would be worth it. Immortalized in death.
Dude, I think that's something a lot of people dream about.
Yeah, I think that's it's what the Spartans used to say about life and war and whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Dude, we gotta stop talking about Neil so much. It must make us look like insane people.
I mean, talking about someone insane makes you look insane. That sounds about right. I think that does.
I mean, if it was right. One time, people are oh, they're having fun with it. We talk about Neil at least once a stream.
You're right.
At least.
I think he's just iconic. And he's been on my mind lately.
Would you do a stream with Neil Breen as a guest? No. Never meet your heroes, chat.
That's right. Neil Breen doing a stream with us as pawns.
Yeah, I don't want to be a pawn. And honestly, look, every time I've met someone that I actually wanted to meet, in Twitch or YouTube, they always went The second I tried to talk to them over and over again, they kept making that sound, and they'd slap me in the face and then walk away.
And I'm I was gonna.
Nah, do it, dude. Fucking say your truth, man.
No, I was gonna do like my go-to name, but you've met them before, so I can't.
Dude,
I can't
fucking say your truth. I'll back up anything anyone fucking says about anyone.
I know, but you always come back to me and you tell me over and over, Dave, never meet Markiplier. And I can't.
Nah, because whenever you try talking to me, he goes, and he slaps you in the fucking face.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, I don't know what to do because that was Markiplier. He went to space. Like, you can't do something about that. He went to space, apparently.
You can't change that.
I'm like, hey, he just slapped me in the face, and someone at like Polaris would be like, do you want me to get him to unslap you, baby? You want to cry? You know how much more money he makes than you, and then they walk away from it.
Still around?
No, God, no.
Oh, okay.
Dude, do you not? Polaris was like the ultimate fucking heist, man. Like
that was machinima.
No. This is like a legit thing, and I find it's the funniest fucking thing to this day. Remember how Polaris sold itself to Disney?
Is
eons ago.
That was Maker. Okay, I don't know the story.
Polaris and Maker were part of the same thing. They sold themselves to Disney.
Yes. Yeah.
Disney was told by Polaris, while I was a part of it, that Polaris had full control of every channel that it was partnered with. As in, like, control to do whatever they wanted. And Disney purchased Polaris in the assumption that it would, for instance, own my channel. And then the second they made the deal, everyone at Polaris was like, and I'm changing my name! I'm moving! Goodbye forever! And they took all the money! What? And Disney lost like millions.
What?
And that's why the second that exchange happened, Polaris disappeared off the fucking map because Disney was like, wait, are you telling me everything I just spent money on is nothing? It was like buying an NFT, Dave. It was like Disney bought a big pile of NFTs, but all the NFTs were channels they thought they were getting, but really all they were getting was like our fucking like contracts that we could void whenever we fucking wanted. Yeah, it's wild.
No wonder Disney hates like YouTube and streaming, and they DMCA everything. They've been trying to make their money back for years.
They got heisted, dude. They got heisted bad.
I didn't know that. So what? Polaris just like poof gone.
Yeah, the poof. It was like. And the wildest thing is that, like, I don't know all the super, super details and specifics because I didn't know a ton of, like, the higher-ups at Polaris, but I definitely met at least one or two of the people that actually received part of the bag and then disappeared.
That's insane.
It's wild.
I didn't know Polaris. So the only things I knew about Polaris, me being a relatively normal and not internet savvy child, was that Polaris was an MCN, a multi-channel network on YouTube.
Yep.
And they sometimes gave people money to do shows. Like they had little game shows and stuff they did.
Yep.
And none of them ran longer than maybe like 10 videos or like episodes. Or none that I cared about or could really, really watch or stomach is probably the better word.
Yeah,
I think what they did was they engineered cringe. Yes, that's it. They there's
a lot of cringe.
They made cringe. Yeah,
I mean, but like I would say, we still to this day peddle cringe.
We?
Oh yeah, we as a collective, we peddle cringe. I would say.
I don't think I peddle cringe.
But come on.
I would call call MySpace the one safe haven against the cringe.
Dave.
Yeah?
I've watched you shoot a tripwire in BioShock into yourself 5 times in a row yesterday.
My God.
Like, I don't know who you're trying to fool. I literally watched it and then actively almost thought about typing a message. And I was like, this is going to sting too much. I'm just going to close the screen. And you actually made me leave the stream without saying a fucking word. I came in, watched you do like 5 shots of like a crossbow into your own body while actively getting angrier and angrier that it was happening, and then I closed the stream because I truly couldn't watch it anymore. So I don't know who you're fooling saying you're not cringe, but we are collectively extremely cringe.
No. See, that was... I'm an engineer. I'm a scientist. Well, you see, the difference is that was a lab-grown cringe. That was born in a lab.
It's lab-grown.
Ignis behavior can be learned.
It was a genetically modified cringe mode.
It was It's not real. All right, don't take that.
Tell me it was a
something else.
staged bit on the stream. It was scripted.
What happens with that one is they take real talent and they cut that into the cringe. That's me. Okay, but what I'm talking about is the pure stuff. You know?
Yeah.
The kind that can only be in a 480p video.
Yeah, the kind of stuff that like they made with a budget and it still came out cringe. Like even though there was people that could have stopped it at any point in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think our cringe is lab grown. You know what real reason why it has to be lab grown?
Why?
When I go outside, nobody knows who I am. They don't. Nobody knows. Nobody cares. It's nothing, and I can live that way. That's how I know it's lab grown.
Well, I mean, like you say you can live that way, but it seems like you're in denial of that very fact, considering you walk around with like a Twitch thermos, like you're trying to get the cringe.
For one day. That was just a...
Oh, I thought it's only been one day. Oh, you've only slipped up one time, huh? You've only slipped up one single time?
I don't think I've done anything that would point to cringe. No, honestly, in my real life, no one has ever called me cringe. Not in school, not growing up. No one has felt the...
No one does that in real life because... I don't think anyone look unless you were like bumping into a lot of like children like you're actively having conversations with. No one's gonna call you cringe in real life. Are you crazy? No one.
Are you sure?
Positive, 100%.
Chat. I would like to remind you, TwitchCon this year there's one in Amsterdam. You can
do yourself a service and find your streamer, and without introducing who you are, call them cringe and walk away.
Honestly, chat, if you do that, I did the math. They take 7d10 career damage on that one.
You will see it in the next 18 to 40 streams they do consecutively.
For the next 6 months. They won't be the same.
Their entire their whole deal, every joke they make will have a bit of hesitation.
Everything they get from streaming, every sub, every moment made will be poisoned by you. And you will know.
You've sown the seeds of ruin in their career, and then you just get to bask in it for the next entire fiscal year.
If you would like to be the catalyst that creates the next Joker, please.
Dude, call a streamer cringe for long enough and eventually they'll get like a fucking bridge moment, you know? And that's like kind of like the closest thing you'll get to a Joker moment, I think, for most streamers.
Oh my God.
Is pushing their buttons till they say something heinous. You know, like...
The bridge moment changed the world.
It's so bad because it fucking did, dude. It literally like derailed my whole career.
People's lives.
People legit lost their jobs.
Oh my God. And that's right, you could contribute to the next one
by socially hacking your streamer by calling them cringe in public.
I'm gonna get a nosebleed. Just the thought, like, really, if that happened, if like 100 people over a couple of months in real life said that the way I was living or what I was doing was cringe, that's a dangerous game. Yeah, like,
Dude,
I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
it's such a fucking, it's just wild. It's just wild. I don't want to think about it anymore. I don't want to think about it anymore because the more we talk about it, the higher the odds are that someone calls me cringe.
Conversely, like, if you know what I did that was truly unhinged? I have an email that I gave out for fan mail, and I got some fan mail, and I've been replying to fan emails. And I hate you calling it fan mail, but that's the only way I can get around it and keep it at a distance for my brain. Honestly, if just like imagine if they were all like, bro, this is a funny joke, but I really find what you do truly cringe. Thank you for showing me I'm not the worst guy out there. I think that's the day I take that's the last stream. You know, that's the Breen mode on, and it's all downhill.
Yeah, there's definitely a threshold of how much I can take before I like just will stop streaming and prepare my version of just the hashtag last video where I truly where I come back onto like the VOD channel and post something straight to VOD.
Straight to VOD. But the thing is, conversely, the good thing is when Manifesto.
That's when we become freedom fighters. Manifesto.
Freedom fighters for streaming. That's conversely getting like one person being like, yeah, the streaming is worth it. It's great. It's fun for everyone. And I'm like, damn. If one person a day let it be known that like they enjoy the content that you make, that's enough to keep you streaming even if you're a bad streamer, you know? Like it swings and roundabouts. But obviously if you're Markiplier, you know, you can never have enough of anything in the world. Like you won't rest until you're in space, and look where that got him, you know?
Yeah,
space.
He is nowhere else to go. The problem is, Dave, that I keep looping back to isn't Manifesto is just awful. Like that's a bad word. Like if someone, do you like? We need to get rid of that word, dude. I looked up. I looked up Manifesto because I was like, what? Why is this one come out so strong? This word, it comes out stringing, like swinging. You know what I mean? It comes out swinging hard.
Yeah.
There's guides on how to write one.
Can you send?
6 steps to writing a manifesto. Be concise. All right. Catch the reader's attention. Okay. Choose your audience. All right. Decide on core values only after you've caught their attention.
The United States government and free thinkers.
Map out a plan of action and revise it.
It's my plan to do what must be done. Revise it. Do what must be done.
I feel like you're obligated to write a manifesto to include at least 90% of it in all caps. You know what I mean? Like a lot of it should be in all caps.
Okay, my real question is, why only 90%? If at least half of it is in all caps, the whole thing should be in all caps.
because the thing is, when all of it's in all caps, when you do chill out for a second, people are gonna be like, he's gotta be so fucking angry right now at this point that he personally believes no amount of capitalization could possibly explain the emotion.
That's true, yeah.
Like that's kind of where it is, you know.
I feel like, so I'm writing my manifesto.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there.
Yep.
In my den,
Yep.
It's probably lit with RGB lights.
Is this like immediately after someone runs up to you at a supermarket, sees your thermos, and says, "Oh, you're a fucking streamer"? That's cringe as hell, man. Is this like immediately after that, or is it a couple days you let it simmer?
It's like enough time for me to think about what to do and come to the conclusion that a manifesto is the only right answer to this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's maybe like 4 hours. 4 hours is the amount of time it would take. And I'm there. I'm writing my manifesto. So what were the steps? What's
first things first. Hang on, I gotta pull it back open. It's a whole lot. You're gonna want to be concise. It should be brief.
Be concise. Okay.
You want to be snappy. You don't want to include a lot of like fucking random ass bullshit.
All right. Dear sheep of the world. All right, that's.
All right, catch the reader's interest. These might be something you can include even in the first sentence to keep it brief.
What's poppin'?
Nah, I'm bored.
That was
people. That's like a streamer like video intro. I don't care about that.
Gas prices are at an all-time high.
What? All right.
Yeah.
I'm looking now. It's kind of a clickbait article.
What do you click? No,
I don't know if your manifesto should be mostly clickbait.
It's not clickbait.
You might as well fucking dude. I don't know. I just don't know.
No, the gas prices are at an all-time high. So is my rage, and so is our rage. As an hour thing.
Okay. Now that you said hour, I think it's important to note number 3 on the list is choose your audience.
Choose your audience.
You need to make it clear who you're actually speaking to.
I think
because you might not want like the olds to be paying attention to this.
Is United States government too broad, or should I say lawmakers of like Wisconsin or wherever I live? Should I be like, who's my governor? To my governor.
Dude, the worst nightmare is to be a governor and receive a fucking manifesto from a local streamer. You're a local shit streamer writes a fucking manifesto to you. A single person.
Yo, if I was just me and somebody sent me a manifesto.
Like a solo manifesto person to person. If you're not Dave, just ignore this.
Choose your audience, man. That's what you said. Choose your audience.
There's nothing saying you can't just be like, this is too specifically full name.
Yeah,
end
exactly.
sentence.
Yeah. It's personal. It's personally for them.
Once you're done with that, you gotta decide on your core values, though.
Core values?
What's it gonna be? What's this actually about?
I'm here to do what must be done.
Okay, tread carefully in these waters, Dave. Tread carefully in these waters to your fucking local Wisconsin governor or whatever, okay?
What's he gonna do, huh?
Let's take it easy here. You can bullet point it if you're struggling a little bit too much, but
Mr.
They
Tony
did say that if you're having any trouble, you should take a look at other popular manifestos, including the works of Karl Marx.
No.
The Communist Manifesto. That's pretty much. You really only have that one as an example because most of the other ones I think are super problematic and are usually a tragedy. So please be careful what you do as you move forward.
Okay. That's a good idea. I'm taking that on.
Yeah, you gotta be.
I'm taking on.
Really careful.
I'm taking on some good advice here. Okay.
Yep.
The first Russian. Okay, that's not what. There's a lot of prefaces to. Okay, do I need to do a preface as well?
It doesn't say anything here about preface. But I will say
Okay.
that like you're supposed to grab my attention and catch my reader's interest. Looping back to point number 2, and
The
this
history of
is like
all
entering
hitherto
Snorville, dude. You know what I
existing
mean?
society is the history of class struggles. Free man and streamer,
Derivative.
patriotician and chat member,
What?
lord and serf,
What is the point, though?
guild
This is
master
too many words.
and gamer. In a word, oppressor and oppressed stood in
What?
constant opposition to one another.
Get
Carried-
to the point. It says here there is a word limit before it's not a manifesto, and it's just a report.
I don't think the people should be allowed to label, nay, brand one another cringe.
Ah, you're trying to ban cringe?
You, sir, Mr. Anthony Stephen Evers of the state of Wisconsin.
But okay, I'm gonna roleplay as
being
governor here. I've
given
already shredded your fucking
an
manifesto.
ultimatum. I write down the word ultimatum in big caps.
I'm going to assume this arrived in some kind of like fucking like hostage letter, like fucking like newspaper cutout letters.
It's newspaper
Like,
cutout letters, but the word
and
ultimatum
I've
is
shredded
written.
it. I've shredded it. I
No,
checked
no,
the
no,
mail
no.
like return to like label
All-
on the address on the
all of
letter,
that-
and I'm
all of
sending the
that that I
police.
said, that was in small letters, but the word ultimatum was written in big red, like smothered paint. It might be blood. That's the word ultimatum.
You're coming hot off of like Batman's The Riddler, except
I
you're
haven't
just
seen that
angry
yet.
because people are calling you cringe, dude. This is never gonna fly.
Okay, the word cringe is also in big red blood, and there's a photo of
Riddle
the.
me this. Riddle me this, Michigan, Wisconsin governor.
There's a picture of the governor's, and it's just him with a red circle. And I've attached a dossier of myself in a turtleneck. It's a black and white image of me to like looking back at a camera, like far off in the distance of someone else. But it's me in a turtleneck sweater with like a briefcase, and I'm at a train station.
We have to get out of here, Dave. we have to get out. Please free us. Revise your work, and by revise it, I mean cross it all out and just throw it in the garbage.
All right, I revise my manifesto. I release a children's book.
Just swap some letters, change some names, and that goes from horrifying manifesto to new modern
bestseller.
classic
Yeah,
for
it's
children
the
of
new
all
hungry,
ages.
hungry caterpillar. Yeah.
Just like hungry. Oh, it's just like a little engine that could.
Yeah. I think that saved it.
Yeah, you just did it. Oh fuck! I can't upload this VOD to YouTube. They'll kill me.
What? I didn't say anything. Maybe actually, dude. Honestly,
You guys, chat can't handle these jokes. You may be
we,
right. You may be
we
right.
mentioned the word manifesto way too
You-
times. Way too many times.
we said we said the word too many times, and now chat's gotten all confused.
Let's just use the word agenda now.
Agenda. That's so bad, dude. Like, there's this blanket of words that you can't say without people just like immediately like having alarms blaring in their ears. It's agenda and manifesto. You can't say them. You just fucking hear sirens.
Oh my god.
I just want to play Minecraft and dump some oil
Yeah.
into the ocean.
Let's. That's a good idea.
I don't want to do this anymore. There's just I don't want to.
I don't know. There's like a good 20 minutes that has to be like destroyed.
But nah, it's like it's all jokes and goofs until YouTube gets a hold of it, because YouTube
Yeah.
viewers will skip midway through, have zero context
Oh my
to the
gosh.
joke, and be like, Yes. This is
my streamer is a communist.
my streamer has finally swerved off the road.
But you know what's scarier is the one YouTube comment that will say like they won't no context, just the word "based" in all caps.
Based. Space. Dude, fucking badass, dude.
That'll be the top-rated YouTube comment, and no one will know why.
Oh, Chad, I'm so sorry I had to take you to this place. It's actually, I'm not sorry. You did it, Dave. Not my fault.
You said I want the record said, Your Honor. Tomato said manifesto before I did. That was the first. It was I followed this path. And I followed it well.
Yeah. You want to like quickly just because I have to have this cut out of the VOD. Like this has to be removed from the YouTube VOD. I just won't allow it.
Yeah.
So like we're just gonna split it right here, and we'll just pretend that there was no intro. I really want to get into the game today, Dave. So let's just get right to it. Yeah.
Let's get in there.
What did we talk about before we did the last thing?
The last movie. The last movie.
I've been having a lot of fun talking
Breen.
about Neil Breen, Dave, but I think it's time we get into it before we go
Neil
a little
Breen
crazy.
Is hilarious and great, and he has no ulterior motives in the films he makes.
Yep. There's no. Is this Neil's fault? Wait a minute, dude. We talked about Neil Breen for too long that we just fucking echoed all the insane psycho shit that he does in all of his movies. Everything he's ever tried to make a statement about, we just goofed on hard.
Tomato, no, Tomato. Are you trying to say?
Did we just get brainiac, dude?
Are you trying to explain that we've been radicalized by Neil Breen?
I'm gonna throw up.
We have to restart. We have to redo the intro again. We can't keep that one in.
Hashtag eyes on Breen. Eyes on Breen, never stop watching. Oh my god, you drop your guard for a fucking second, dude. Hashtag the last stream. Alright, no, we're just gonna cut here. Fuck! Fuck! Oh!
This was the last stream.
The last.
You know, it was us. We were the Breen.
Dude, I am actually like, it's so hot in this fucking office from like just the laughing. Fuck.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
Oh, gosh.
Ugh.
Oh.
Oh, that fucking killed me. What the fuck? Woo. Anyways, Minecraft. Minecraft.
Rustic Waters 2.
Rustic Waters 2. Chad made a bunch of additions to the base. We have I've expanded. We have a properly working machine over here now that runs off of power, actual electricity. It's got levers which turn things on and off, which is cool. We have a basement. Guys, it's gonna take me like fucking 30 minutes to like recover.
I'm exhausted.
I'm like trying to catch my breath and acting like
I'm like struggling to breathe.